Hey, what's good? This is Ali Hustar 365, and this is Respect the Game, the podcast, episode 228. And in today's podcast, we're going to say Happy Father's Day to all the fathers around the world. Whether you're in your kid's life or you're not in your kid's life, we're going to say Happy Father's Day to you because of you and you entering their mother's womb, their vagina, and ejaculating inside of them, thus creating a baby with God's spirit and energy. Poof, a baby was born. So to whomever your child is that's living around the world, give thanks to your dad for being a player or whatever he was when he met your mom and impregnated her, thus causing her to get pregnant, and then you were born. The blessing. So there's truly a blessing in that. This is why God says in all the holy texts is to love thy parents regardless of what they do. Because without your parents, you wouldn't be here. So humble yourself and give thanks. Whether your parents are crackheads, prostitutes, strippers, idiots within the society, or they're in prison, or even if they're dead. Today reflect, say, all right, that was my dad. Like my dad. My dad, he didn't raise me, but I still love my dad. And then when I was a kid, I was always, people always talk bad about my dad, family, my mom, my aunts, my cousins, and everybody always had something negative to say about my dad. But I love my dad, regardless through it all. Every time I used to see him, I used to be like, oh, daddy, run up to him and shit. Even when I became an adult, I still felt the same way concerning him. And nothing ever changed. Because I already knew and I had an understanding. See, when you have an understanding and you're connected with the higher power and the Creator Himself, that nothing in this world or this society can say or try to dictate on how you should feel about your parents. Of course, I love my mom to death, and we all love our mothers. Mothers are the ones who bore us. So it's natural love there. A child's going to definitely love his mother more so than his dad. And then you have some children that are being raised by their dad. So today, let's give a special shout out to all the dads around the world. Hell, if it would have been for no dads, it wouldn't be 8.3 billion humans on the planet. Because there was a whole lot of sliding going on, where women are getting pregnant and having babies. And I know that, I've been truly blessed, man, 7 times. I have 7 children, 2 boys and 5 daughters. So it's a blessing. God blessed me 7 times. 7 times somebody said, I'm pregnant and I'm having your baby. And I'm taking you to child support, motherfucker. Then some are like, no, I love you. If you decide to take care of your child, that's up to you. If you don't, then it's up to you. Regardless, just do the best you can. That's wild, right? So I had 7 kids with 6 baby moms, 6 different relationships. It was never a one night stand where somebody got pregnant. I was in a relationship. Well, wait a minute, I take that back. My first child, that wasn't really in a relationship. We just kicked it a couple of times and then she ended up pregnant. I don't know how she ended up pregnant because I didn't even get the fucking bus off at all, bro. It was the pre. And that happened in school. I was in high school in the auditorium behind and backstage behind the curtain, quickie. And it was just a pre. And then before you know it, I didn't see her again until like 6 months later, and I seen her in school with a big ass stomach. And she said, yup, I'm pregnant, and it's by you. But I love them all the same, regardless. and all of their mothers too. I have no ill wills or no ill feelings towards any of them, basically. Honestly speaking. Right. So today is a great day. It's always a great day when you wake up. I don't celebrate the holidays of this society that they make up all these holidays: Father's Day, Mother's Day, birthday, Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year's, Easter. What else you got? And everything else, right? I celebrate every day. Every day that I wake up, that God wakes me up, I say, "Thank you, Lord, for waking me up this morning. It is truly a blessing. I can see, I can hear, I can speak, I can research, I can get on the computer, I can do work, make content, have lights, I have Wi-Fi. I'm drinking a smoothie, so in this smoothie there's vegetables, right? Cucumbers, ginger, celery, spinach, peanut butter, and a protein, and ice, crushed all up in the blender. And now we have this, a smoothie. So it's truly a blessing because there's people around the world who don't have this at all. The vegetables are expensive right now. So shout out to all the dads that are out there busting their ass, going to work every week or whatever it is that you do, or you're maintaining your household and keeping food in the refrigerator and your lights on and your hot water on and your Wi-Fi on and creating a comfortable space for your children. Man, shout out to you, man. And shout out for the dads that are not in their child's life, because there's always two sides to the story, man. So to the children who are being raised by their mom and their mom is being vindictive towards the dad and raise you in a dark space and a dark light about your father. To those dads, I send a shout out to you too, man. Remain patient. And God willing, one day, someday during your lifetime, or maybe even after you're long gone, your child will come to realize and come to bear that yes, there's two sides to a story. And you go sit down. Like there's some famous celebrities who are wealthy, and they still don't go talk to their dad because what their mom told them, how their mom raised them to have animosity towards their dad. If it wasn't for your dad, you wouldn't be here, and you wouldn't be the NBA, NFL, professional, whatever it is you got going on. You wouldn't even be that. You wouldn't even be here. If you didn't have his DNA, you wouldn't be the great athlete or the great entertainer or the great actor or whatever you got going on. If you didn't have that man's DNA, you wouldn't be who you are today. So you got to humble yourself and thank God that God sent that man to meet your mother and for them to have relations and your mother got pregnant and then you were born. Give thanks. Be thankful. Humble yourself. Refrain from being arrogant. Refrain from having your heart hardened. Pray. Connect with God to soften your heart. I did that with my dad, like when I became an adult, then I was like, yo, I started going north to go see my dad. And then he moved to Puerto Rico. And then I got caught a charge, and then I went away. And then right before I went away, though, I made contact with him, and we started talking. I was like, yeah, I want you to meet my kids. I want you to meet your grandkids. He's like, yeah, oh my God, when I come back to New Jersey, I want to meet my grandkids. I said, he was in Puerto Rico at the time. And then I caught a charge, and then I went away. So then when I went away, I was making contact with him, and I let him know that, when I get out, I want to, take my kids or invite you over so you can meet all your grandkids, man. And we both were excited. But then my mom came to visit me, and then my mom told me the news that my dad passed away. Abruptly, just like that. And he passed away from skin cancer. He had skin cancer. He had cancer, and I guess he didn't know it that he had cancer. That's crazy, right? You don't know it, and you fucking pass out and die. And he was young, too. He was in his 50s. Yeah, he was in his 50s, I believe. So, yeah, so rest in peace, Dad. And then rest in peace to my stepdad, for the man who was married to my mom, that bust his ass and provided a roof over our heads, and he cooked for us and shit like that. You know, he was a good stepdad. So much so I got his name tattooed on my forearm. See that right there? Right there said Weasel. Yeah, so shout out to him. Happy Father's Day to him, to my dad, to my brothers, and to all the dads around the world. I just wanted to come on here briefly and just speak on that. That don't feel down today. Feel good about yourself today. Whether you hear from your kids, or you see your kids, or your kids reach out, or they don't reach out, just feel good about yourself. That you created another life, and that life is roaming the earth. That life is roaming the earth, inspiring and motivating and affecting other people's lives. Whether good or bad or ugly, that's between him and his Lord. But just know that you had an impact on this planet, on this universe. That God gave you blessings to be able to make love to a woman or have sex with a woman and impregnate her, and it created a child. It created another human. So give thanks that you had the ability to do that, because there's many men around the world that can't produce any eggs on their sperm count to, you know, impregnate a woman. They're shooting blanks. So give thanks. All right? So I just want to talk on that real quick and let you know that God is good and God is great, man. And he ain't never hesitate and he ain't never late. Right? So, to all the dads up there, hold your chin up, puff your chest out, and let it be known. You's a man. And you fucking created another human. That's wild when you think of it, dog. Like that, like sometimes I reflect on it, but like, I can't believe I got 7 kids, dog. And then when you have kids, and then when they start to grow up, you don't know how they're gonna turn out or what they're gonna become. Isn't that crazy? It's like playing the lottery. When you play lottery, I know I play lottery every week, and I'm like, damn, I'm gonna win this week. If I win this week, what am I gonna do with all that money? And yo, shout out to my boy, man. May rest in peace, LD, man. He was a dad too, man. Happy Father's Day, my nigga. L. Word up. Wish you was still here, bro. So yeah. So I'm not on no sucker shit and try to get on social media or on the internet and talk down to another man. Like, there's a lot of grown-ass men on social media doing that shit today. I want to say Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there that are in their in their children's lives. Not to the fathers that are not in their children's lives. Well, how the fuck you know their story? Well, who the fuck is you to judge another man? First of all, it's weird, bro. That's one thing about our culture. We're always judging, not me, but men within our culture are always judging each other like bitches, bro. Worrying about what another man got in his pockets, or who he fucking, or who he dating, or what he driving, or where he living, and all that. Man, mind your fucking business, bro. And just do you. Just do you, bro. Mind your business. If they would just mind their business and do them, that would stop a lot of murders. Especially in the hip-hop community. These rappers, they get on and they start rapping about each other. Why are you so worried about each other for, bro? Rap about women, about beautiful women, about getting money and traveling the world and becoming great. Why do you keep worrying about another dude for worrying about dudes shooting and killing each other? It's weird, bro. That's weird as hell. And then today's Father's Day, there's a lot of fathers that are dead today from senseless gun violence. Unnecessary violence, bro. Just violence for no reason. Look at that shit yesterday in D.C. 2 young black men pull out with AK-47, broad daylight, and shoot at this car coming down the street. Didn't kill the intended target. It shot his wife, his baby mom. She was pregnant. It shot her and killed her. The baby survived, but it killed her. She ain't got nothing going on with the shit y'all had going on, bro. So on this Father's Day, when you soften your hearts and stop self-hate and self-genocide and stop shooting and killing your own reflection. Stop black on black and brown on brown crime, senseless gun violence. All right, you have a disagreement? Throw your hands up. And then live to see another day. Stop shooting each other. And then the adults, man, you lie to the fucking youth, and now all the youth are outside with guns. How are they getting all those guns? Because them guns are expensive. This 15-year-old just got arrested 2 days ago, and they went to his house, and he had over 30 guns. How the fuck he got over 30 guns, dude? So all these guns are just being dumped into our community and just filling the graveyards up, and with young people, bro. Teenagers are dying every day. So it's wiping out a whole 2 generations, man. So 20 years from now, it's going to be a major gap. Like 20 years from now or 30 years from now, when that group of people turn 50, and then you're going to have a major gap between the 50 and 20 and 20. Like, that's a 20-year gap. So when you have your 50-year-olds, you're going to have, wow, it's a gap. There's nothing there, dude. When you think about it. That's crazy, right? And the numbers just keep dwindling and dwindling and dwindling and dwindling. And it seems like nobody gives a fuck. Why? Because it's feeding the system. It's feeding the prison system. It's feeding the court system. It's feeding the attorney system. It's feeding the graveyard, the funeral homes, and everybody's getting rich because it's all about money. It's not about human lives. The planet is overpopulated, so don't nobody care about whether you die today or tomorrow, bro. So give thanks. Let your loved ones know you love them on a daily basis. And just try to live your best life every day, man. Don't focus on that nobody like you or nobody love you and this and that, all that shit, man. Because that shit is irrelevant, man. Because guess what? Life is short, bro. Life is short. It's not as long as you think it is, man. I remember I was just fucking 16. I was just 14 years old, man. And all those years went by so fast. Those years went by so fast, bro. I'm not even exaggerating, dude. It was just like, it's crazy to me, man. And your life just flashes right before your eyes, just goes by so fast. Then you sit back and reflect like, oh, shit. Damn, bro. Life went by so fast, dog. I've seen a lot. I've done a lot. Experienced a lot. That's why now God gave me this energy and this ability to write books, write and publish books. So now I'm writing books. I'm working on my newest book right now. In fact, you can go find all my books on Amazon.com. My first published book name is Hoodlum Soldier. And then that book is about how a young teenager, graduated high school and then was just running amok on the streets, just doing him every day, getting high, drinking and womanizing, and no future plans for the future, just living day by day. And so he finally decided to do something about it, and he went and joined the army and went in the army. And then the book is about that, the army experience, how he went from a hoodlum, right, a thug, into the military where it's structured and disciplined, and then the everyday shit that went on concerning that. It was good, bad, and ugly. Go get the book, man. I'm telling you, it's a movie. So to all the movie directors and movie studios out there, man, go read the book, get the book, and let's make the movie, man. Will Smith would be a great character for the movie. The Rock be a great. He'd be good for it. Who else could play that role? It's not many. I like to see The Rock do it, or either The Rock or Will Smith. I think Will Smith would be better. Or Tyler Perry can direct it. But that's a great movie, man. Hoodlum Soldier. And then the spinoff to that is titled Soldier to Convict. Because then, you know, when he got out the military, honorable discharge, and then he came back into that civilian life, and then reality set in. Like, it's a cold, cold world. You don't have a 3 hots and the cop promised to you in the real world. And then when he came home, the state that he was from, the governor put a freeze on all hiring. So there was no fucking jobs, hiring, no state job, no federal jobs. Because he was trying to become a state trooper. He was trying to become, you know, a CEO. He was trying to become something so where he could secure his future. He was married at the time, had 2 little girls, and he couldn't get a job, but he had to collect unemployment. Could you imagine that? Come home from the service, honorable discharge, you feeling all proud and shit. You're in the best shape of your life, and you feeling all good about yourself, and then you're going to start applying for jobs, and everybody's telling you no. There's nothing for you. So he had to turn back to what he knew before he went in the military. So he went back to the streets and started hustling again. So go get that book. So that's what that book is about. All right? Then he caught a charge, and that's where the Soldier to Convict come in at. Then I wrote another book that's titled Max's Journey. It's about a little boy, little black and Puerto Rican little boy being raised in urban America and dealing with all the trauma and the drama and the trials and tribulation and that negativity, you know, and then growing up and experiencing that, and then boom, when he grew up becoming an adult and he became somebody. It's an inspiring book, another great movie. So we got 3 movies right there and 3 books. Those are movies, bro. So I'm going to convert the movies into audio books, and then I'm going to convert it into scripts. And then I'm going to shop the scripts. I'm going to submit them for, you know, to movie studios like Tyler Perry Studio, Spike Lee, motherfucking Universal Studios, and any other studios that want to get down. Let's make a movie, bro. You know what I'm saying? And now I'm working on another book, which I've been working on for the last 2 days, and I'm almost done already. Because I have these stories in my brain. I had them for years, bro. And it's my life experiences and the shit that I've done. I'm not writing about nothing that nothing that I haven't experienced or have done. You know, of course, I'm not going to self-incriminate myself. I'm going to put it in third-party characters and all that and put it in Hollywood format. I'm like a consultant for the book or consultant for the movies or for the movie script. But a lot of it was from my life experiences and stories that I wanted to share. So my third book title is I don't even remember. I gotta look at the fuck up. All right. That shit ain't funny, bro. I think I'm fucking losing my fucking mental, bro. So my fourth book is titled. My fourth book is titled Ride Out. It's titled Ride Out, and that's just all the stories that I had in store from the time period, and when I hit my midlife crisis, and I bought my first motorcycle, and then that motorcycle, and then the experiences of riding, and all the shit that I went through and experienced, and where I went, and the fun times, the bad times, the pain, death, high speed. police chases, all kind of shit, bro. Like this book right here is crazy, bro. I'm excited about it though. I can't wait to publish it and release it. It's fucking dope. So yeah, so I want to thank God for giving me the mental capacity to get up every day and be productive and creative, you know? And I'm able to do so right here in my own home, in my own studio. You know, my babies are in there. I hear somebody in the kitchen moving around, shaking their leg in the kitchen. That's probably my oldest baby. You know, so it's truly a blessing. So go read my books. Oh, and one more thing too, I have ebooks out too. I have an ebook out, a step-by-step guide on how to start a business. And I have another ebook out, a step-by-step guide on how to become a professional recording artist. And then I have another ebook, a step-by-step guide on how to create a content creator app. Everything's on Amazon.com, so go get yours today. And this is like a happy Father's Day for all the dads out there. Hold your head. Be proud. We want to say thank you, God. I want to thank God myself personally for blessing me 7 times. So I call my crew God's 7. God's 7, right? With the 7 roses. Yeah. All right, so I love y'all. Stay out the way, stay positive, man. Turn your negativity to positive. It's not the end of the world, man. Whatever you're going through, remain faithful, remain patient, and keep God in your life. And don't let the society tell you that there is no God. Just know that the devil's a liar, and he will never, ever, ever win. And I'm out. Peace. Oh, one more thing. Don't forget to go subscribe, like, leave a comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And go support the merch, because the merch is what's going to get me from here to way over there. Go to hoodstarworld.com, or you can click the link in my bio on Instagram. Follow me on the gram at Hoodstar365 TV Radio. And support the brand. No, donations are welcome. You can send in your donations to Cash App via Cash App at Hoodstar365 TV Radio 01. All right? For those of you who supported and buying the books and buying the merch and showing love and liking and commenting and following me on social media, I appreciate every single last one of you guys, man. I love you from the bottom of my heart. There's no lie, no cap, none of that shit, bro. If you've been following me, you know that I'm the realest and the most down-to-earth person on the internet, on podcasts, whatever platform you hear my voice or you see me on, you know. There ain't nothing fake about me. You can go Google me. When you go to Amazon.com and look up my books, you'll see my real name on there. You can Google my real name and read my story, man, and read my history, man. You'll know who the fuck I am. All right? So I love y'all. Stay positive. Stay out the way. Be a leader, not a follower. And speak highly of yourself, man. You're great. Peace.